All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do rule well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in 1/3. And Adawan Ratazah, this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. And Tawadi Bashim Shai Bashim Rakakwadash, forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, the oligarchy of Babylon is Edom. The oligarchy of Babylon is Edom. All right. Now, this in particular word you may have not heard of, but it's found in the scriptures, not verbatim, but the definition of it. And we're going to go into it. But I've seen this word floating around a few days ago, and I immediately screenshot it, put it in my notes. And this word just came up again. So I said, I got to do a lesson on it. All right. So let's go into this word and this definition, which we now are aware of it. We now are aware of it, but we're going to go into this definition to further prove, as you've heard in the past, that, the freedom that Babylon has showcased to you, marketed to you, is nothing more than a mere illusion. All right. And you've heard our elders and our apostles say that for years, that the general public of people in Babylon do not know that ultimately their constitution has been done away with. It's just it's still there for face value, but when you get into the nitty and gritty of things, those rights are trampled over every day. But anyways, these people will get ready to find that out soon. So let me make sure the audio is good. All right, I don't want to make this lesson too long, but we do got to bring out some edification. All right, I don't want to make this. All right, so audio's good. So right here, all right, what I like to do is I like to go to in particular websites, not necessarily mainstream. Excuse me. And I like to see what's going on, what's in the news, what's being spoken of. A while back, I did a lesson going into ominous. If you notice, there are certain key words that the mass media will use in their reportings. Now, like I said, this word, all right, is coming up again. Okay, I saw this a few days ago. It was on a TikTok video. Me personally, I don't cleave to TikTok. Other brothers do. Hey, that's fine. So I saw it on a TikTok and I said, I'll note it, but I'm not going to necessarily jump right on it. And then I saw it right here. It says tyrant Joe Biden warns of the oligarchy and tech industrial complex. So they're warning you of an oligarchy to come without letting you know that this whole regime is ran under an oligarchy ultimately from the beginning. Okay, so now let me get my eggs in order, because about 5 precepts just came to mind saying that. So let me start with Revelations. Okay, listen, and I'm going to get the definition for you so we're all on the same page. Let me show you right here. Okay, see, this is why the image, a part of the image in Revelations 13 is what you know as patriotism. Okay, patriotism is nothing more than the elites putting a mascot over the team that he wants the underling Edomites to root for in the time of battle. Okay, like how you have Cowboys fans, Buffalo Bills fans. Well, that's what patriotism is. They're just rooting for America, but America is not for the Americans. All right, now let me get this right here. This is Revelations 13 and right here, Revelation 13 and 11. It says, and I beheld another beast, another empire. Okay, Daniel 7, history, coming up out of the earth, coming into power, coming into a position to set itself up to be equated as a beast like empires before. And he had 2 horns like a lamb. Okay, that's what you call democracy. All right, right here. America has prided itself off of this. Now, I want to be careful, even though I have the right of freedom of speech, I have to be careful because this platform that I am showcasing my rights on could have policies that are that will infringe on those rights, and this video can be clipped. See how easily we just showed you that? So there's an illusion here. All right. You have an illusion of freedom. All right. You have an illusion of this, but in actuality, there is no freedom here. Okay. This is an oligarchy. All right. This is a crafty council. All right. And now the rest of the people in the world are waking up to this deception. All right. He deceived the people that to think that the government is elected by the citizens. Yeah, that's written on paper, but is that necessarily true? Well, one could say it is true until you corner the market. That's a stock market term, which I learned that from the movie Trade in Places, you know. But you know what they do is they say, yeah, you can vote, but then what happens when he controls the votes? So you get what I'm getting at. All right. So I don't want to focus too much on that, but look, it says this means that our government, our power that be, is elected by citizens. That's not true, because the scriptures say right here, Daniel, all right, Daniel 4:17, Daniel 4:17, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know, that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So men don't put up kings. The Most High sets up kings, sets up empires. You don't vote and control who gets in office. All right. And Esau shows you that on the left-hand side, hence why he has controlled opposition. All right. So this right here shows you that if man is, quote unquote, altering who's ruling, then ultimately he is doing the bidding of the Lord. All right. Nero was ultimately set up by Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, to be put in office. Babylon didn't vote him in. You did not vote him in. Okay. It says, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will. See? But then he tells you, no. You brought me here. I represent you. No, you don't. Okay. That's a part of the image. It sounds good and it rocks a lot of people to sleep, but not all. Let's keep going. Excuse me. It says, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. And who's the basis of men that's been set up over it? Edom. And now with Edom being set up as the basis of men, now prophecy gets to spread its wings even further, because now with this old, poor, soft, gentle white man is, as he's warning us, which this is all just a stage. Okay. Now he's going to tell you that, and I'm going to get this word. Okay. I'm just building it up. So now he's warning you of Nero getting in office and how now it's going to be an oligarchy, but it's never been before. We've always chosen, right? Wrong. And the Egyptians, Isaiah 19:4, and the Egyptians will I give, and I will give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. So who's that cruel Lord? Nero. All right. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. So now Biden is telling you that be aware that our once country that we've prided so much in involving the citizens and everything we've done is now going to be disrupted by this tyrannical. Shut up. Okay, this is all smoke, mirrors. The world's a stage. That's a lie. Okay, this has been going on since the conception. The founding fathers of Babylon were Masons. They were funded by the elites that got them over here. This is why when they established their independence from Britain, they made sure they did it with 13 colonies, because 13 represents their God, who they believe is Lucifer, meaning a light bearer. Okay. So this has always been set up, but this is now being showcased before you because he's got to tell you what he's going to do before he does it. All right. So going back, this is the point. Revelations 13:11. It had two horns, Democrat, Republican, like a lamb. But now cruel Lord is going to speak as a dragon. And now he's telling you about an oligarchy. And let's show you what oligarchy means. Okay. So from there, let's go this. An oligarchy, okay, is a small group of people having control of a country, organization, or institution. Wait a minute. Well, let's go with the oldie but goldie, Job 9, okay, and 24. This is Job 9-24. Let's see if that's correct. The earth is given into the hands of an oligarchy. The earth is given into the hands of an oligarchy. See? Let's actually go into this word wicked. I believe it means guilty one. All right. When you go into it, yep, wicked, criminal, guilty one guilty of a crime, wicked, guilty of sin, morally wrong, bad person, someone that would rule you with an oligarchy, but tell you that it's a democracy. See, the wicked man. Okay. So now Babylon, this once prided itself on all this freedom, but there is not freedom. Okay. Let me just show you this. Okay. I watch these videos from time to time, but check this out. You have right now a pushback by the public of people. Audit. Let's just do this. Let's try that. Let's put audit police station. Boom. Okay. So you have this, there's a in particular word that I want to phrase for this, but you have this movement. You have this awakening. Okay. You have this pushback by the general public of people that are now expressing their American constitutional rights, and they're finding out. I don't know why UK's up here. Let's just put let's put USA. Let's try that. But now you're seeing, these cops are a huge liability. Insane. Stop. So you have people, look at biggest walk of shame. You see that the general training of the powers that be, they are training their pawn powers to violate your constitutional rights. And because you have the lack thereof, this is why they trample over them. So now people are waking up saying, wait, I have rights that you've prided around the world saying how free we are. But then you get here and find out you're not free because you're constantly bombarded with policies and restrictions, in certain areas and yada, yada. So the point is, what I'm getting at is when you scratch the surface, yeah, this place seems like it's the land of the free. But then when you actually are within it, you see how enslaved we all are. And I believe since this is a land of the free, if I'm not mistaken, I look up George Carlin. He goes into a lot of this, but I'm getting somewhere. What I'm ultimately doing is showing you how the tyrannical power that we're getting ready to witness has already been prophesized. We've been telling you this, okay? But yeah, that's what I want to look up. Look, can I leave America? What R. Kelly say? Do you have your passport? Come to America? Yeah, because you can't get in or without one. Can I leave America? Let me see. Without a passport. Look at that. Can I leave without no. But I thought I was free. Hell nah. Get your ass back. And then they'll bring these ones in to keep. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you. See? And don't fucking mess with these people. Okay? Leave these drunk NPCs alone. They are trained to kill. All right? This is why you use wisdom. Agree with your adversary quickly. He is not a terror unto good works. Do not be out here like a t-shirt fringed, bugged out Israelite revolutionary. Okay? Bow boy. He said, when we see cops, we're going to stop too. And when they pull out their guns, we're going to pull out ours. Shut up. No, you're not. All right? They'll blow your ass away. They'll Sandra Bland you quick. Anyways, excuse me for that. So, no, you cannot leave Babylon without a passport unless you have a refugee's travel document. See? So this is not land of the free. It has been giving you the illusion of freedom. All right. Like I remember one time George Carlin said, this is why you're only given two political parties, which that's prophecy, as well as the Roman Empire proven the Rome revival, plebeian, patrician, Democrat, Republican. He said, this is why you get two options for a political party, but 23 flavors for a bagel. See? So this is what people are going to have to accept. As the days grow closer to prophecy of Jacob's trouble, you're going to find out that you are not in the land of free, but you are in the land of a slave. Okay. And you are slaves too. We are not the only slaves here in Babylon. All right. I know that we get on that and we use that as we are allowed to, but now as we are entering the days of no day like it, you can look around and see everyone that's here now is stuck here. Okay. He's constantly changing policies and credentials, like we can't fly a plane if we don't have a certain ID now. See how he's giving you this image, and you have these rights, but then look at all these policies that trump those rights. But then now Biden wants to say, oh, be aware, oligarchy is coming. No, it's here. It's been here. It's just increasing now. See, it had to sink deep. It's like jiu-jitsu. You got to allow your opponent to make a certain move. Now, I'm not no jiu-jitsu. I don't know it. I'm just speaking on observation. They'll get a certain move, and then they got to pull the gi, and then they wait for them, and then bam, they choke their ass out. Now you're there with your tongue out, tapped out by the serpent. That's all they've been doing, is just coiling you to sleep, because they want it like a serpent. It coils you until you finally can't fight no more, and then it devours. That's the time we're in. Okay. So now let's keep going. Got a little bit more. I got to get ready for camp. Okay. So the earth has been given into the hands of an oligarchy. What's an oligarchy? It's a small group of people, elites, having control of a country, organization, or institution. A country governed by an oligarchy. Is that not Babylon? No. We voted you in. No, you didn't. That's the illusion. He gave you the illusion that you voted him in. Just like going back to a team. Yeah, our team won. These people actually think now that Nero's back in office, everything's going to be okay. Wrong. Now everything's going to get worse and worse and worse. Let's keep going. So that's what an oligarchy is. But they believe it's a democracy. It's not. Let's see what else. Oligarchy taking shape in Babylon, says Joe Biden. Farewell. Right. But it wasn't an oligarchy with the Mo shit, which is prophecy of the days of Lot. That wasn't that. You didn't have a small group of people controlling what was acceptable, what children could do. When you really look back, this thing has always been this way. That's why they gave you the illusion of freedom. So now when he cracks down even harder, people are going to be surprised. People are going to be surprised when they see the horns of Esau. But let me get another oligarchy precept. Psalms 83. We cannot forget this. The crafty counsel is alive in effect, and it's getting craftier. Psalms 83 and 3. It says, they have taken a crafty counsel. They have taken an oligarchy against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are a confederate against the tabernacles of Edom. See? So it starts with that small tabernacle, and that is governed by Edom. All right? A dwelling, home, habitation. See? All right? So the tent of Edom, or the small tent of Edom, the oligarchy of Edom, is the one who is the pusher, the plotter, the planner, the ployer. You see, this is all being set up, and they're warning you right now. All right. So this is showing you that Adon Ratazah, when Nero gets in office, that will be the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. Because right now we're in the beginning of sorrows, but we're in the beginning. So they're warning you. They're warning you of what we've already been telling you. Okay, the behind the scenes, now they're going to start showing their horns. And this is why they warned you with this $7 word. Oh, oligarchy is coming. No, the elites are getting ready to make their move. And I also want to add this in. This is one thing that's been really been on my mind, and I've really been wrapping my head around it. We understand prophecy. We understand what's going to happen to Babylon and who's going to be the next to rule. But what you have to understand is you are going to witness Esau Edom's actual attempt of a new order for his world. You have to acknowledge that you're going to witness the NWO actually making moves, actually hipping people, actually doing things. That doesn't mean that we're not going to be delivered. You're witnessing the necessary evil that's going to be in play for why we need to be delivered. But you have to accept the fact he's going to be moving and shaking. People are actually going to be getting this thing, man. They're going to be getting the MOTB. Now, let me get this real quick. You have to acknowledge that. Okay, we're not just going to be sitting here and boop, we're gone. No, you're going to witness New World Order activity, and they're going to blanket it with the term of oligarchy. Now, let's get this real quick. Job 20 and 22, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency. Let's actually look this up in another translation. Okay, like I said, this word's been lingering around. In the fullness of his sufficiency, in the midst of his plenty, at the height of his success. See, distress will come to him. So at the height of his oligarchy, at the height of what he's been plotting and planning, meaning people are going to be fully immersed in this. People are going to be given into this. They're going to be sacrificed to this. You're going to witness it. This is why you hear the elders, Elder Apostle Har said the other day, and other brothers, that you got to meditate the fact that we could be pilgrims sooner than you think. Because at the height of it, that means that anybody that's renting, anybody that's food, commerce, the system of buying and selling is going to be the infrastructure of the MOTB. Okay, so at the height of it, you need to understand that. All right, that we are going to be displaced. All right, we're not just going to be sitting at home, candles lit with some Palo Santo, watching YouTube, and then boom, we're delivered. All right, that sounds good, but there is also the aspect of the Jacob's trouble, the persecution, the true Esau is completely wiping out the normal of society so he can bring in his new order of society. See, this is why they're putting out this word oligarchy. All right, because you're getting ready to see this secret small group's plans play out. So at the height of his success, distress will come to him. The full weight of misery will crush him. So he's going to get to the height of his success, but he will not complete that plan. He's going to get to a level to where it seems like he's going to reach it. The world is given into the sea hip. Nations are this and things are happening, but things are going to also happen that are going to be against him. Russia, the third woe, the chariots, Yahweh Shai. So there's a lot of things that are also going to counteract him in the height of his success. But what you need to understand is these talking points of what his plans are, you're going to watch them play out. That's what I've been wanting to stress. There are certain things he is going to be able to do, but it doesn't mean that he's going to complete his plan. The Lord wants him to get to the height of it so he can knock him down, just like in the time of Egypt. Did I read that? Matthew 24:8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Yep, so we got that now. And this is real quick, we're on the point. All right, look, the Lord did this to Pharaoh, and aren't we in Egypt again? So the cruel Lord is going to be the face for this oligarchy. The oligarchy put Nero in, which ultimately the Lord did. Okay, the Lord gave Esau this oligarchy. Romans 9:17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up to the height of your success, to the height of your plan. I raised you up to here. Why? So the whole world's going to be sitting back like, we're done, we're doomed, they got it. That I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So the Lord is going to allow Esau to get to a certain plateau of this plan just so he can knock him down according to prophecy. Okay, so we definitely are in beautiful times. We're going to be seeing more things, more talking points, more draconian measures. Okay, and they're going to start showing themselves more and more. All right, this is why he's warning you. Okay, because they got to tell you before it happens. So now he looks like the innocent guy. I was just the lamb. I just kissed babies. But this guy coming up, he is going to be the guy. Okay, Adonatazah, this is the guy. Okay, so we're going to watch, wait and see. But I just wanted to touch on that topic real quick because this word keeps coming up. And now you found out that they have an actual term in government of what we know according to prophecy and the precepts that we've been talking about with Esau. Oligarchy is a form of a government in which a government mind control, in which power rests with a small number of people, the global elites, a small number of people, the tabernacle of Edom. But then he's given you the illusion of freedom and told you to go out and vote while he makes you fight with one another. See, this is why people are going to wall out, and the course of their actions shall be in their hands, because they're going to find out that who they thought was for them is against them. All right, real quick, I just got to make that. Matter of fact, in the GNT will be better. So let me go here. Political turmoil. Yep, give me that. And then let's put Second Esdras, the book of Esdras, Second Esdras, GNT. Should be 15. Yep, Second Esdras 15 and 16. There will be great political turmoil. See? Because of why? Because this is all plots, ploys, plans. Remember, it was a small group of elites that funded the Revolutionary War. Now I want to look that up real quick. Small group funded early settlers against Britain, which this is in Daniel 7. The Declaration of Independence is Daniel 7. Let me see. Let's go here. Come on, AI. Yep, we'll be pilgrims soon. Okay. I got to go into it. I screenshotted it, but I have a picture showing that the elites funded, it might have been the Civil War too, but they also funded, the Rothschilds funded the Civil War, but they also funded, because you need money for war. And who owned the banks? Okay, Edom. So it was also found out that the 13 colonies were funded too. Let me put this in. Funded, let's just put real quick, the 13 colonies. Remember, 13, not 12, not 14. What we got here. See, this is all just, this is all the historical. This is the historical information he wants to give you in public school, but he doesn't tell you about the global elites that were behind the scenes funding them. Okay, let's try something. Let's put up Roth. Oops. Oh, I need funded. Excuse me. Let me go here. Just bear with me. Let's put Rothschilds funded the 13 colonies. See what we get here. See if anything comes up. History of the Rothschild family. The 1700s, they declared their independence 1776. So you already see that the elites have already been on the scene way back when. This is before Babylon established its independence from Britain. See? Meyer M. Shell Rothschild joined the brothers in the trading business, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we got some information there. I wanted specifically that. Let's go to this real quick. I know you brothers know. I just wanted to see. Okay. Oh, look, it has been said that the Rothschilds had financed both sides of every war since the American Revolution. Boom. Thank you. What's the American Revolution? When they declared their independence from who? From Britain. And what's that found in? Daniel 7. Okay. It devoured the 3 ribs. Was it 3 ribs or 3 horns? 3 horns. Britain, French, Spanish. Daniel 7. Britain, French, Spanish. And they funded them to do that. And they did that with the 13 colonies. See? So it's all here. It's always been an oligarchy. Babylon has been established by an oligarchy. Okay? So don't let them fool you. All right. Did I finish everything I wanted? Yes. Let's actually finish this right quick. Job 20. Job 20 and right here, 22. Oh, I got second address. I'll finish that and we're out of here. In the fullness of his sufficiency, in the fullness of his success, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked, every hand of the laborer shall come upon him. But the labor that's going to come upon him is going to go on the ground level puppets. They're not going to be able to get to ultimately the elite, because the elite are prophesied to hide in the bunkers so that Yahushua and the elect can get to them first. So the ground level portions of people, okay, are going to be right here. See? 2 Ezra 15 and 16, good news. There will be great political turmoil. Wow, because you gave them the illusion of freedom. So now they're going to enact their rights according to this freedom to fight against you, which is all a part of prophecy, plans, and ploys. Beautiful. With one group trying to overpower another to gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. There will no longer be free access to the cities because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. I don't know. Who are you? Can I trust you? Are you a Christian? Are you a Republican? Is this an oligarchy? See? They won't be saying oligarchy, but you get what I mean. See? All right. This is why. Look at how these prophecies and precepts line up. This goes right in hand with it. So you precept Job 20 and 22, the hand of the wicked. I'll show you the reason why I said laborer, because this word wicked goes into laborer. All right. Working class, laborer, sufferer, laborer, working class. See, a laborer. Okay. They're going to fight back in the midst of all of this as well. But they also forget the prophecy of the third world's woe. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Destruction of the third woe. He shall flee from the iron weapon. Revelations, where he's going to hide himself in the bunkers. He shall flee from the iron weapon. See, look, now I got to get all this good stuff because the famine of words coming. So we don't know how long we can just have these lessons at our leisure. You know, each lesson has to be in the mindset of get every piece of meat off of that bone. Just give me a second. Power. Yep, right here. Okay, so this is all going into the missiles. Okay, 200,000, okay, millions. Let's see. Revelations 9 and 20 about him fleeing, right? And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their theft. So right here is them fleeing, and they're fleeing from what? They're fleeing from the destruction, and they're fleeing from Yahweh Shai. Okay, now real quick, let me grab that precept as well. Let's go to Revelation 6 now, okay, to prove that. Why they're fleeing. So we're precepting upon precepting so we can have a further clearer visualization of how this is going to play out. And these people, Revelation 6 and 13, the stars of heaven is going into the missiles falling. That's him fleeing from the iron weapon. The heaven rolled as a scroll. That's going into the mushroom clouds that could be seen from afar off. Boom, 15. And the kings of the earth, starting with Esau, Edom, remember the tabernacle. Esau always gets first seat, but the first shall be last, right? This is the oligarchy. And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, hiding, but preserving, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Boom. So right here, we see that ground level, they're going to be fighting. There's going to be turmoil. Things are going to be moving and shaking. In the midst of that is going to be the Third World War. The MOTB is going to be mandatory. And when these destructions upon Babylon is commencing, the oligarchy, the global elites, that small group will be hiding itself from this destruction, but ultimately they're preserving themselves from the destruction to be the first crop of slavery in the kingdom of heaven, which will be here on earth. So it says, he shall, Job 20 and 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. Boom. Okay. So this is where we're at in things. We're waiting for Nero to get in office so that they can start ushering in their oligarchic, I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm going to use it, their oligarchic powers, okay, and then things are about to get ready to happen. For the sister comment, it's not the Sabbath. The Sabbath of this moon is Monday to Tuesday. I don't know if you go by the Friday, Saturday. It's not a Friday, Saturday Sabbath right now, so it is not the Sabbath, so you can cook, all right? The Sabbath will be Monday to Tuesday. All right, so I just wanted to do that real quick lesson. I pray that you brothers and you few sincere sisters was edified through the Spirit as I was. And I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.